Hey, how's it going? We're back at the podcast again.
Fun stuff.
Just fun stuff. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. It's been a long day of work, actually. We're barely going home right now. It's dark. We just got off work like 30 minutes ago,
Yep.
and it's pitch black going back home. Been a very, very long day of work.
Yep, we did. Yep. We had a long day. I'm excited to be back at the podcast. What do you think? What do you think about camping like we were talking about earlier?
Well, we haven't been camping for a while, which kind of sucks because, I want to go camping like really bad. I've been waiting to go camping for a while.
Yeah, me too. It's just we haven't had any time, It's just time is just
Not on the outside.
yeah. Trying to get this to silent here. Sorry guys, we're trying to.
Technical difficulties.
Yep. Here you go. Let's put that. Wait, don't touch it. Leave it alone. Okay, there you go. There you go. Alright guys, I'm sorry for that. So we're back. Yeah. We're talking about camping.
Yeah. I want to talk about some stories we had.
Yeah.
Camping. Some camping stories.
Yep. So what was your best day of camping for you?
Actually, the best day of camping is when we first found our favorite spot.
Yeah.
And we're really weird how we found it.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, I remember that day. We were with one of your uncles, and we took his car.
Low pro tires.
Low pro tires.
Low pro tires camping.
Yeah. So the thing is that we went. I remember we went. Yeah, we were going to Utah, and he wanted to take his car. So we were like, okay. We took his car. He has low pro tires on that car, and then we were going, and when we were actually going to Pine Valley, right?
Yeah,
Pine Valley, Utah, and then I remember we were just going, driving. Well, we almost got there, but then I guess there was like a rock right in the middle of the road. There was like a rock, and then low pro tires going at, 55 miles per hour. It kind of I don't know if it cracked the rim, but it did flat the tire.
Yeah.
So we got a flat tire. So we end up pulling over at this entrance for something.
Yeah, it just looked like a road to the mountains.
Just like a road to the mountains, yeah. And then, Utah has a lot of nice people. Everybody was helping. Everybody was so nice to us, because we didn't have the right tools to get tire. Yeah, to put the spare. So we didn't have. It's because he had rims, so he didn't have the special socket for the key to take the rims off, to take the rim off, and well. There was a lot of people helping us, trying to get the rim off, and finally, there was a guy that came over with his truck. He kind of looked like somebody like has a lot of tools, actually, like a lot of tools. Like he has a compressor, like he kind of looked like not a tow truck. He didn't have a tow truck, but
wasn't it like the F-250 commercial utility one with like the two boxes on the side? Wasn't it that truck?
Yeah, I think so. And he had a bunch of tools, like he was a mechanic or something. And anyways, thank you very much. If you're out there and you listen to this, it was a lot of help. He helped us a lot. Really, really nice guy. And he asked us, he was like, hey, so where are you guys heading to? We were like, it's because we're going to go to Pine Valley. We saw this campsite over there. We want to go, and it's our first time. We want to go out there and camp out, And he's like, well, how come you guys don't camp over here? This is a campsite too. I was like, oh, okay, really? And he's like, yeah, this is a campsite. Yeah, and it has a huge lake. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, yeah, just go over, just follow the road. You'll see the lake, you'll see the camp sites, and we're like, okay. So we did, and yeah, we found a nice campsite. That was the first time we love it there. We took a couple family members there, and it's really awesome for fishing, And probably you already heard on the first episode, we were talking about fishing, camping, and stuff like that. Well, that was one of the spots that we love to go. We actually go there all the time because it has a nice lake.
And it's never packed. It's never packed there.
Never packed. It's always like there's always nice campsites that you can find. It's not like overcrowded that you can't find a campsite to camp, right?
Yeah. And it's just great there. You don't have we're not like tight packed together with your neighbors and stuff like that. It's a big campsite.
Yeah.
We're taking like 10 people on one campsite, and we all fit nicely with all our cars and everything, tents and everything.
Yeah. It's they have RV parking. If you have one of those camping trailers, you can take it there, and it's a good sized campsites, But yeah, any stories that you have of camping?
Well, let's see. Any stories I have of camping? Not really. I can't really think of any right now. What about you when you caught on fire?
Oh. Yeah, so I have a couple of camping stories. So there was one time that I was a kid. I was about like 14, maybe 14 years old, and so we went to Big Bear. So, this is the first time we went to Big Bear. I was like probably 13 years old. Because my kid brother was like 3. So, the first time we went camping at Big Bear, we actually didn't plan it. My dad took us to Big Bear, but the way that I think we went to eat dinner that night. It was Friday night, and then and we went. He was just like, you know what? Let's just go to Big Bear and see what Let's go see what it is like, and be out there in the woods, And I was like, okay. So it was me, my mom, and a friend of mine, and my kid brother, and we went out there, and so on the way over there, we bought my dad bought a tent, and so we set up the tent, and then there was nothing to eat because we ate dinner or lunch, whatever, but we were there like around 10 at night, and or something like that, and we wanted like a little snack, so he drove down. It's like 45 minutes to drive down to the stores, and then so he left me and my mom there, and he went with my friend and my kid brother to grab sandwich stuff like ham and stuff, So it was my very first time camping ever. So my dad had a machete that he left there so we can cut wood, whatever. And Big Bear, there's bears, and
Big Bear.
Yeah.
Kind of says it in his name.
Yeah, and I heard like a loud woof, And I was like, what the heck? And it was dark, and I could hear like twigs breaking and stuff, and I was like, oh. So I grabbed the machete and started like hitting the ground, My mom was inside the tent. She was about to go to bed, I guess. She was about to go to sleep. And I was just making a lot of loud noise with the machete and the rocks and stuff. And then I started, because we had a fire pit. And we had the fire started. So it was cold. It was really cold, and I started putting like little twigs and pine needles so I can make the fire bake, so I could see, because it was super dark. That was pretty scary for me, you know. That was pretty scary. So when I was like probably the next year, I was like 14 years old, 15 years old probably. Probably 15 years old. That's when he said that I almost burned. Well, the reason he said I almost burned is because so I took I went with my cousin this time, and my dad and my mom and my kid brother, and then so they had my mom and my kid brother, my dad had a tent. I had we had a sleeping bag and a thick blanket, you know. So we were sleeping next to the fire, you know. And I don't like, all I remember is that my mom waking me up, you know, and she was like, you know, telling me if I was okay and stuff like that, and I was like, I'm fine, you know, and then I see our blanket on fire, and I was like, what the heck, you know, what happened here? So what she told me is that I was sleeping, and the blanket caught on fire, and I was under the blanket, and my cousin's pants burned. Luckily, he didn't get no skin burns. No, he didn't burn his leg, but one side of his pants were all burned. You know, they were all burned. I didn't burn at all. Like nothing. Nothing happened to me. It was just like, I guess I was getting even more comfortable because it was nice and warm.
Yeah,
it was cold up there. I was actually under the fire. Yeah, that was pretty scary, you know.
Yeah. So this is a story when I first went camping on my own. So I set up my tent and stuff. I had a nice setup. I had my tea getting heated up. I had a little pot with boiling water for my ramen noodles. And then this guy sends me a picture of his dinner, just steak and like potatoes and smoked sausage and all this stuff. I'm like, what the heck? And me with my little pot and like ramen noodles. I'm like, what the heck? Really?
Yeah, and I was like, hey buddy, you're missing out, you know. How's your camping going, you know?
And I sent a picture of my ramen noodles and my tea.
That was pretty funny.
Living the dream.
Right? Yeah, there's always a nice to go camping. But
just fun to get out there and just, you know, explore. But, you know, remember, always be safe, you know. Pack the right equipment for the place you're going to.
Yeah.
Like if it's cold, you know, pack a jacket, you know, extra pair of socks, you know, but maybe some nice boots you want to take, just in case it snows or rains. You never know.
Yeah, because it can get really cold out there. Yeah, we've been camping, and we still go, but we prefer going on winter than in summer, because the reason why is because on winter, I mean, you can get a couple blankets and stuff, and sleeping bags, a jacket, a sweater, some nice thick sweats, you know, and you can make yourself comfortable and warm, right? But on summer, you know, it's like not even if you take off your clothes, it's not gonna be. You'll be sweating the whole night, you know.
Yeah, just uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable, and that's why we like to go camping when it's like about, you know, October, November, December, January, you know, all those good months. You know, we go camping even though it's cold, which sometimes it's even better, and sometimes it's really really cold out there.
Yeah,
sometimes it's like super cold,
like 10 degrees outside.
Oh yeah, like there was one time that we set up the tent, remember, and we were sleeping inside the tent, and we can see icicles.
Yeah,
Like-
forming on the tent.
Yeah, forming on the tent. Actually, icicles. Like it was because our sweat. Our sweat was actually turning into icicles. So it's that cold. You know, it's really cold. So if you don't pack like the right gear and stuff like that, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be super cold. And we've been like there's one time we went camping. It was like in October, mid October, you know, and we thought it was not gonna be that cold, and we just went, just sweater. I took a sweater. Everybody took a sweater. I think
I took nothing.
you took nothing,
Yeah,
right?
I just brought my Converse,
Yeah.
shorts, and shirts, and a t-shirt. I brought myself, basically.
Yeah. And that day it was freaking cold, my friends. Oh my
It
God.
was freezing.
It was super freezing. I was thinking for a moment, like, oh shoot, what did we get ourselves into, you know? It was super cold. It was super cold. It was dangerous. It was dangerous cold. And I was like thinking, like we should go inside the car and just warm up a little because it's so freaking cold out.
We had the expedition, right?
We had the
We
expedition.
actually slept inside, right?
No, we slept on the tent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we have an expedition and we use that vehicle for camping most likely. And
And I just turned into a bed inside.
yeah, we take the third seat out and leave it at the house, and it turns into a nice bed, you know, and it's really warm inside there. Like this time we didn't sleep in it because we did not know, but that's why we slept in the tent and we were suffering, you know. And I was thinking, like, you know what, I just want to go jump in the car in the expedition and just turn on the heater, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Those vehicles are so well insulated that you don't even need to turn on the heater. There's like more than 2 people inside there.
We don't get warm.
Yeah. If it's really cold outside, it could be really cold outside, and inside the expedition, it's nice and warm. Like literally, like you have to crack open the window.
Yeah.
Like remember that day that we went over there and it was super cold, and it was super cold and we were like, we're gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold because it was like the second time using it, right?
Yeah.
It's like hopefully we're not cold because it is freaking freezing outside. I mean, you go outside and you can't even stay still. It's just so hot. It's so cold. And we slept inside the expedition, and it was actually like around 1 in the morning or 2. It was actually getting hot.
Yeah.
We were sweating because we were all 4 inside there, inside the expedition, and my wife is like, it's getting hot inside here. Let's crack open the window a little. So we had to open the window a little bit because it was getting hot in there, and we love that vehicle. It's so nice. But yeah, it's that's the camping stories right there, and the cooking, you know. But you know what I want to try?
What?
I want to try the fish, like a rainbow trout with butter and avocado.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to try that, you know. I see these videos, and I was like, oh my God, you know, I want to try avocado, butter, and rainbow trout. I want to try that so bad, and I haven't had the chance. Every time we go fishing, we don't get rainbow trout.
Just bluegill and catfish.
Bluegill and catfish, or a big mouth. Remember
Yeah.
last time I got a big mouth?
But it was tiny.
It was a little mouth.
It was a little mouth.
It was a tiny fish. Yeah, it was bait. But yeah, I want to do that. I want to catch. You know where I want to go? I want to go fishing, like in a river, like fast waters.
Yeah, like what? Like whitewater?
Yeah, like white waters. Yeah, like that's where I want to go fish. I want to go fly fish. You know, it's like last time when I used my fly fish.
Just make sure you put it together right.
Yeah, So we went fishing, and I had a fly fishing rod that I haven't used for a while. And first of all, my dog, when we were going to Utah to the safe spot that we were talking about earlier. Favorite spot. And one of my dogs got caught on the line, not on the hook, because I don't leave a hook there, but it just got all tangled up with the line. And she jumped to the back seat, and at the same time she jumped to the back seat and pulled the rod and broke it. And I'm like, oh my God, you know what? It's fine. I'll fix it. You know. We got to the lake, and then we got to the lake, and a brother-in-law, he's like, I'll fix it for you. He fixed it for me, really nice. It was super strong, you know. He fixed it really good, like new, you know. And I was fly fishing, you know. I went to the lake and I was fly fishing.
You practicing and everything.
And when I went to the lake, I'm like, I'm ready to go, you know. Put a hook, a fly hook on there, a zebra midge hook, and I'm like ready to go. And I'm like cast it a couple times, you know, like 2 or 3 times. The fourth cast, whatever, the fishing rod broke in a different spot though, and half of it just flew into the lake.
Yep.
I'm like, oh shoot. With the hook, yeah. That sucked. I was like, okay, I never actually learned how to use that. When I got it, I was just like, I don't know. It's just I have patience, but not like a lot of patience. Like if I'm tired of using something, but I don't give up though. I come back to it and try to learn on my own time. But if I'm like fishing and I need to fish like now, you know, I just leave it for later. You know, it's like the bait caster. I left it for later in practice, and now I'm like, I think I'm good at it now.
Yeah.
It's like you too.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. And actually, I want to try backpack camping. It's where you just you pack up a backpack, just the stuff you need. You go hiking, and you just like set up camp like where you're standing.
Oh.
Like you pack your tent, your cooking supplies, fishing gear, all that stuff into your backpack. Just put it on your back, and you just take off. Like, you know, like if you wanna like look up some YouTube videos of like backpack camping.
Yeah. Huh. When you said backpack fishing, I was like, oh, you throw the fish in the backpack.
Backpack camping.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. We should do that someday, you know.
You just take your backpack. You just go hike, and then wherever it gets dark, just unload your backpack, set up your one-man tent, just sleep.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
We should do that someday.
Yep.
Just take whatever we need in the backpack, because we overpack all the time.
Yep.
So much stuff.
Yeah. Well, it seems about we're running out of time here.
Yep. We're gonna pack it up, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Just put down the comments. What's your favorite fish? And yeah, just let us know. We can talk about it next time. And we'll see you guys in the next podcast. Thank you for listening to us.